What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of Majora's Mask 3D. We're continuing on with our 100% walkthrough today. Last episode, we completed the first 3-day cycle, and that was super duper fun. And now we have our ocarina back, and so it's time to go and see the happy mask salesman and see what he's got for us today. Were you able to recover your precious item from that imp? Oh, you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it! Then listen to me. Please play this song that I am about to perform and remember it well. Follow along after me. Alright. Leave a like if you know the name of this song. Song of Healing, one of my favorite songs from Zelda. So I don't know what it is about it. There's something so ethereal about the music and the notes. If you didn't know, it is kind of in the background of this area when you first walk in. You know, you can hear it. There's kind of like these operatic vocals and whatnot. This melody that heals evil magic and troubled spirits, turning them into masks. I'm sure it will be of assistance to you in the future. Yes, I give you this mask in commemoration of this day. Fear not, for the magic has been sealed inside the mask. When you wear it, you will transform into the shape you just wear. When you remove it, you will return to normal. Alright, looks like we got the Deku mask. Alright, so we can put that mask back on at any time to transform back into the Deku form. Now I have fulfilled my promise to you. So please, give me that which you promised me. Don't tell me. My mask. You did get it back, didn't you? What have you done to me? If you leave my mask out there, something terrible will happen. I fear it already has. The mask that was stolen from me. It is called Majora's Mask. It is an accursed item from legend. It is said to have been used by ancient tribes for hexing rituals. It is said that an evil and wicked power is bestowed on the one who wears that mask. According to legend, the troubles caused by Majora's Mask were so great the ancient ones feared such catastrophe, sealed the mask in shadow forever. But now that tribe from the legend has vanished, so no one really knows the true nature of the mask's power. But I feel it. I went to great lengths to get that legendary mask. When I finally had it, I could sense the doom of a dark omen brewing. It was that unwelcome feeling that makes your hair stand on end. And now that imp has it. I'm begging you, you must get that mask back quickly or something terrible will happen. I'm begging you must do it. Really? You'll do it for me? I was certain you would tell me that. Oh my, I nearly forgot. While you were gone, I found one of these. It appears to be one of those fancy notebooks the little brats carry around. Perhaps the imp dropped it. I have no use for things like this, so please consider it a gift. I insist. No, really. Take it. Use it. Now. Only good things can come up. And we got the Bomber's Notebook. This is a pretty legendary item. It allows us to keep track of all of the quests that we've done. Also, a very useful thing is that we can now refer to the code if we ever forget it on our save file. So yeah, if you do ever forget your code on your game, you can just open it up and head down to the Bomber's Code quest in your book, and you'll be able to see the code there. So yeah, if you ever forget that, you can always check that out there. Believe in your strengths. Believe. Alright, well, thank you, Mask Salesman, for returning us to normal. That is pretty hype, man. We are now Link, once again. That mask. The Skull Kid uses the power of that mask to do those terrible things. Well, whatever it takes, we've got to do something about it. The swamp, mountains, ocean, and canyon that Tail was trying to tell us about. I bet he was referring to the 4 areas just outside town. There's one in each compass direction. But what do you suppose he meant by the 4 who are there? I have no idea. He always skips important stuff. I guess we should just go and find out. If we go through that gate straight ahead, we'll be heading into this direction of the swamp, which we are not gonna do yet. First and foremost, we are going to head up to East Clocktown, and we're gonna get started with some side quests. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So first thing that I want to show you all, technically isn't necessary if you've played this game before, but just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to head on back to the Astral Observatory. So we can talk to this kid. I believe the code is 23415. Alright, easy peasy. Alright, for those who are wondering, I am playing on original hardware. Technically I'm playing on original hardware. I'm just using a few fancy tips and tricks in the year 2025 in order to record from my 3DS without the use of a capture card. So yeah, technically we are playing on original hardware. I do have a 3DS in my hands. We can go to masks, and this Deku mask that is here, we can equip it to 1 and 2. The 1 and 2 buttons you have to tap with the stylus. There's no way to assign them to an actual button, unless you're playing on an emulator, I suppose. You could make a mouse macro or hotkey, something like that. But yeah, as you can see, we can just chuck back on the Deku mask at any time to turn to and from the Deku Link and normal Link. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That is going to be the main gimmick of this whole game. We're going to be collecting some more masks like that. Some of them will allow us to transform, others may not. We're going to talk to this guy again, and we're going to say no. But, by the way, I know a mysterious song that allows you to manipulate the flow of time. Do you want to hear about it? Yes. If you play that string song backwards, you can slow the flow of time, and if you play each note twice in a row, you can jump forward to any point within the current day. It's true. How's that? Pretty interesting, isn't it? But I'm sure I'd like any song written by you better, baby. If you like, you can play one for me. Alright, so there you have it. He has just said if we play that song backwards, we can slow the flow of time. And that is what we're going to do to get things started here. I highly recommend you figure out this song early in the game. It's going to make everything so much less stressful. I've never gone through the game without that song. Maybe, I mean, if you'd like to see me play through this game without using the inverted Song of Time, maybe, you know, drop a comment down below. That might be a fun challenge in the future. But I mean, look, it's honestly, that would be hell. That would be hellish. That would be just awful, because we literally have twice the amount of time now, and with the amount of actual time you have, obviously it's not a real 72 hours that the game gives you to beat the moon and stop it from falling and whatnot. So having double that amount of time is so incredibly useful and just makes everything so much less stressful. But I have forgotten one thing. We do need to go and get that stray Fairy again. If you guys remember, in the last episode, the Great Fairy told us if we're ever returned to our original form, that we should come and see her, and she would give us a gift. But before we do, let's head on up to the top of this slide. We can jump. Oh, okay. Apparently this is some difficult parkour. And we can get Piece of Heart number 3. Alright, just on top of that tree. And we will head this way now. So yeah, so we want to go and grab that stray fairy once again. Because it's going to help us out. We're going to get something pretty useful that will help us out at certain points throughout the game from the Great Fairy. So you definitely do not want to miss out on this reward. When you're jumping across here, be sure to roll before you jump, otherwise you're not going to make those jumps, I believe. Maybe you can, actually. I'll have to test that out next episode. But yes, highly recommend. Anytime you reset time, head on up here and just follow that path around. An easy 100 rupees just like that. I will be doing that in pretty much every episode. So yeah, if you ever forget how to do that, where it is, there you go. Otherwise, we can head on down to the laundry room, where we will find the Great Fairy. Today's question of the day is going to be, if you could have a magical mask in real life, whether it be one like the Deku mask that turns you into something else, or maybe just a mask that gives you some kind of other ability, what would it be and why? I think for me, honestly, I would kind of like the Deku mask. I feel like that would just be really cool. But that being said, I would need Deku flowers to be in real life as well. That way I could use them to fly and, you know, glide around. Alright, now that we've got that, I'm also going to head up to the top of West Clocktown, and we're going to get our 4th piece of heart. That's right, pieces of heart. There are, I believe that's 48 pieces of heart in this game. Yes, that sounds about right. I just did the math. So yeah, that is the most amount of pieces of heart in any other Zelda game. Okay, so this game has a lot of pieces of heart and a lot of fun ways to get them, and one of them is this training center has friendly, polite, 24-hour one-on-one training with that will noticeably improve your sword skills. From now on to the end of the carnival, join at a special discount. Alright, so if this is your first time playing the game, I highly recommend doing the novice course for 1 rupee. I'm not going to do that because I played this game before, but if you haven't, definitely recommend doing the novice course. It will actually teach you how to wield the sword in this game properly, and will help you figure out how to defeat all sorts of enemies later on. But for now, what you want to do for the expert course is you want to quickly jump attack all of these poles. I've missed one already, which means I'm gonna have to do this mini game again, which is so awesome. But yeah, what you want to do is you just want to jump attack all of these poles. When you jump attack them, you get 3 points. If you just slash them, you only get 1. You do need 30 points in order to get the piece of heart here. So yes, the only way that is possible is if you jump attack every last one of them. But yeah, as you can see, I did miss one. I must jump more. So yeah, I'm just going to cut ahead to when I do that. I'll be back in 1 tick. And okay, there we go. We are back. I got 30 points. So again, yeah, you just have to jump attack every last one of them. And yeah, he will say impressive and give you a piece of heart. And there we go. Now we have 4 full heart containers at the very beginning of the game, which is pretty awesome. But we're not done getting these heart containers yet. There is still a few more we can get. So if we keep heading on to North Clocktown, we can go and see what our best friend, the Great Fairy, has to offer us. I'm sure it's going to be something useful. Alright, in we go. Let's see the big hexagon lady once again. What is she gonna give us this time? Her laugh is... it's kind of creepy, but it's... I don't know. These ladies are always very questionable. If you're not new to Zelda, you know, I don't really have to tell you. They're just, you know, they exist, and we don't really question these ladies. O kind young ones, scattered throughout the 4 temples of this land are more stray fairies, which belong to great fairies who are broken, just as I was. Please find them and return them to their fountains. Surely they will add to your strength. Allow me to grant you something good, so that the stray fairies will not fear you. And she gives us a mask, so that we can look just like her. What? No. The real purpose of this mask is to help us collect stray fairies later in the game. They are collectibles at certain points in the game, and this mask will essentially help us do that quest. So yeah, there we have it. And now we never need to come back and see this specific lady again. So yeah, we're done with that. And yeah, if we open up our masks, we can see we now have a Great Fairy mask. And if we're in a place where there is a stray fairy, the hair will start like flying up, and there'll be glitter everywhere. And yeah, you'll know when there's a Great Fairy nearby. So again, we're gonna ignore this Deku flower for now. Don't worry, I will come back to it at some point in the near future, in a later episode. But for now, we're gonna come over here, and we're just gonna wait by this wood block, and we're gonna play the Song of Double Time. So yes, there you go. If you play YYLLRR, so essentially the notes of the Song of Time, but you play each one twice in a row, you will get the Song of Double Time, which will allow you to skip to literally any hour of the current day, or just straight on to the next day. So yeah, we now have complete control over time, basically. The only thing we can't do is rewind time back by like an hour. So if there's something that you miss, then well, you miss it, and you have to reset all the way back. But as you can see, we have this creep. This guy creeps me out, man. I don't want to talk about that guy. And we have this old lady, and she's walking on by. She's got this big bag. I'm not really sure where she's going, but we have a cutscene, and looks like this creep, he was taking a second there. Alright, yeah, this creep has just robbed this old lady. Yeah, man, I'm just an old lady. Now this guy, this little twink here, he's really slow. But yeah, we can get him pretty easy. He's not too hard of a foe to defeat. But yeah, she's gonna thank us. Since he didn't make off with them, I can finally stock big bomb bags at our shop. Maybe I'll put them out tomorrow. Yes, I must thank you. It's a dangerous mask, but maybe you could use it to throw your own festival fireworks show. And she's gonna give us the Blast Mask. Wear it and have a blast with B. You'll lose life energy in the progress. Well, thanks for helping me. Take care. Now you will lose life energy unless you're cool and you know what to do. So yes, the guarded the old woman's luggage, blah blah blah. So yeah, dude, that creep, every single 3-day cycle, the old lady from the bomb shop is going to come in at about 12 a.m. on the first night. And that guy, his name is Sakon, real creep, he's going to rob her. And yeah, you do have to stop him. Don't think that this guard lady will do anything. She will not. I guarantee you she will not. Stop right there. Alright, cool. So now that we have a sword, they will let us free, because yeah, we can't leave Clockdown as the Deku Scrub. They think we're too weak and that we'll die or something like that. But now that I have a sword, they're like, you must be fine. Head on out. Do as you please. And we definitely want to do that, because there's plenty to do out here in Termina Field. There is so many quests to be done out here, but we're going to start off by heading down here. You have all these weird looking mushroom things. As you can see, there's a guy dancing up there, so that's pretty interesting. But before we see that guy, I'm going to jump down this hole, where we will have a bit of a mini-boss fight. Now, be warned, this can be a tough battle if this is your first time. So, highly recommend that you have done the novice sword training. That should really help you. You want to be able to use your shield, and you just kind of want to do circles around these guys. They are dodongos. It moves slowly around you, but you should be able to circle it around to its backside. Got that? And yeah, you want to do exactly that, and then you want to jump attack it to do the most amount of damage. You can also spin attack, which is something that the swordsman doesn't teach you, but I will teach you that later on. But I don't recommend spin attacking these guys, as it is a bit slow. And then make sure to press R to shield after you beat them, because they are going to blow up. And then we can do the same with this guy. Always make sure you have your shield up after you hit them. That's the most important time to shield up, because they are going to spin and they will just hit you, or they're going to hit your shield. It's one or the other. You probably want them to hit your shield, because you don't want to die to these guys. I've died many times in my playthroughs to these guys at the beginning of the game, because it can be quite a challenge when you're not really leveled up. They can kind of just hit you in like 2 hits and then you're done. So yeah, anyway, as you can see, we've done that, we didn't die, and a chest is going to appear, and we can get our 5th heart piece of the playthrough. If you're thinking that I'm gonna keep track of like each number, each heart piece, I'm probably not. I will be honest. I mean, that is a tall order. I'm probably going to forget which heart pieces I have and haven't got. So yeah, this episode may be the last episode that I say, oh yes, our 5th heart piece of the Let's Play. Don't expect any numbers. But anyway, let's just avoid this little snow goober here and check out what this guy is dancing about over on this mushroom. I think he is actually on magic mushrooms or something, man. Like, this guy, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's naked and he's dancing. Pretty strange guy, but let's see what he is up to. Hey guy. I am no longer a part of the living. My sadness to the moon. I haven't left my dance to the world. I'm filled with regret. Translation. I am disappointed, O moon, I have died. Oh, I plan to bring the world together and stir it into a giant melting pot with my dance. If only I had taught someone my new dance. Okay, Camaro, the ghost of a celebrated dancer. Unable to rest in peace, he dances wistfully in the pale moonlight. Wow, interesting. So, yeah, sounds like he needs someone to heal his sorrows, which we know how to do. So you want to play for him the Song of Healing, and his sorrows are going to be healed. Spread my dance across the world, train its followers. I have taught it to you, now make it into a popular dance craze. There we go, Camaro's mask. One of the creepier masks in this game, I'll be honest, but hey, we can use it to get a piece of heart. So that's exactly what we're gonna do right now. I'm counting on you. Translation, I'm counting on you. We didn't really need a translation there, buddy, but I appreciate it nonetheless. So yeah. If you're playing through normally, the little circle of rocks is kind of the signal to you to come back and check it at a later time. If you see that like during the day, you can come back at a later time, you know, do some testing. That's kind of the intended method of how you're supposed to discover that. One thing I used to always do when I was a kid and I was watching Let's Plays of games is that I would never really understand how people were meant to figure out certain things in games. So one thing I really want to do with this Let's Play is just kind of point out how you're supposed to figure these things out. Another way is that all of the bomber kids in Clocktown, you can talk to them and they give you hints about where to go. So I believe at some point you can have the chance of talking to one of them and they'll say like, hey, if you go to, you know, the north of Termina Field, there might be a guy there after midnight, there's a circle of rocks, and, you know, there's been a ghost seen dancing or something, you know. They'll tell you a rumor, and, yeah. This guy is dancing at me for whatever reason. Let's talk to him. Hey, where'd you get that mask? Come on, tell me. You have a bomber's notebook, eh? That means you're one of us. In that case, I'll let you in on a bit of info. Been saving for a rainy day. They say there's a playground in North Clocktown that's exclusively for Deku Scrubs. Maybe I can sneak in somehow. Sounds fun. That is to do with the Deku Flower that we've seen in the north of town. But again, I will come back to that at a later day. And as we see, we have these two dancers here who they're trying to figure out some kind of dance, but they can't really, they can't seem to get into a groove. But as you can hear, the same music is playing. So we are going to use this mask to show them Camero's dance. That's right, you put on this mask and we suddenly know the dance. That is the secret power that this mask has bestowed upon us. So let's have a look. Let's show these dancers what we've got, what we can do for them. Alright, they look interested. They look interested. It's going well, it's going well. They're learning. They're digging it. Even this guard, I always found this so funny. This guard is just watching us learn the dance. Usually the bomber kid, if you don't talk to him, he comes up during the scene. Thank you for teaching us those steps. You are our master. And they give us a piece of heart. You've collected 2 pieces so far. Collect 2 more to extend your life energy. A dance with meaning. So yeah, there we go. The Rosa Sisters' new groove. So yeah, those are called the Rosa Sisters. If you ever hear anyone talking about the Rosa Sisters, those are who they are. 2 dancers, twin dancers who perform with Gorman's traveling troupe. Alright, Master, you're so cool. So yeah, and feel free, anytime you want to dance, just chuck this mask on and you can do the whole dance. We can also see the guard is, she's trying not to fall asleep on duty, which is fair enough, I suppose, because it's a tough gig. It's a tough gig. Got a lot of things to guard. Anyway, we have one more thing that we're going to do in this episode before we wrap up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly deposit some of these rupees into the bank. Hey, little guy, won't you deposit some rupees? Alright, limited time. I'll give you a gift based on how much you deposit. If you deposit 200 rupees, you'll get a primo wallet that holds a lot of rupees. You definitely want to do that ASAP. So I'm going to donate just as much of my rupees as I can. What's your name? Link, is it? God, I won't forget your deposits. Let me stamp you with my special ink. Alright. And I guess that's how they explain how he's able to keep your rupees when you reset time. So yeah, any rupees that you give to that guy, he will keep them, even when you reset time. I don't really know how that works. It's a bit of a wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I guess he puts a stamp on you, and then I guess the stamp tells him, you know, even when he resets time, he just recognizes the stamp and is like, 99 rupees. Yeah, I don't really get it, to be honest, but hey, it works. It might be magic, but that's okay, as long as our rupees are safe, right? And, okay, sorry about the jump there. I just remembered what we need to do here is wait until daytime. You won't be able to fight this thing during the nighttime, okay? You want to wait till day, and then it's going to come up and it's going to try and fight you. You'll be able to actually target onto it and everything, so that'll be super duper useful for actually defeating it. And you just kind of want to use your forward thrust attacks, maybe a bit of the diagonal slash, and just make your way through. Just get it into the wall and just keep slashing it until it goes down. You don't want to try using a jump attack, that never works for me. But yeah, you definitely have to wait until the daytime. You don't want to try fighting it at night. I was just a little bit too hasty there. But anyways, we can open this up and get our 6th piece of heart. And from there, I'm going to reset time, and then I will catch you all in the next episode, everybody. That is going to be our final piece of heart for the episode, and our final quest. So next time, we will be continuing on with the swamp quest. We're going to check out the southern swamp, see what's up with that, and get going with some of the main story. It was fun to do some side questing, and we will be doing some more very soon. Don't worry, there are plenty of side quests in this game. But yeah, that wraps it up for today's episode. I hope you've all enjoyed. Remember, leave a comment down below if you could have a magical mask of any kind. What would it be? And remember, leave a like and subscribe. Goodbye.